Help with algebraic equations and exponents. I'll do a couple examples and then see if this helps out. So these first, in this worksheet right here, these first couple problems all have a number right next to a letter. Number next to a letter, number next to a letter, and a number next to a letter. Whenever you have a number directly next to a number in math, it always means multiply. So if we look at this problem here, we're thinking of 3 times what gives us 15. Here, 8 times what gives us 16. 9 times what? 54. And 5 times what gets us 35. Most of the time with algebra, you can always do the opposite equation to figure out the answer. So like 15 divided by 3 would give you your answer. 16 divided by 8 would give you your answer. 54 divided by 9 would give you your answer. And 35 divided by 5 will give you your answer. So let's do 3. We're trying to figure out what A equals. What does that A equal? So 3 times what gives us 15? Well, I know that 3 times 5 gives us 15. So if I plug in 5 for there, 3 times 5 equals 15. That means A equals 15. The opposite also is true. 15 divided by 3 will give us our answer, which is 5. Then we could check it out, make sure it works. So here, let's do the opposite equation. Instead of multiplying, let's divide. 16 divided by 8 gives us 2. Let's make sure it works. 8 times 2 gives us 16. Yes, that's correct. So B actually equals 2. We'll do the opposite one more time. So we have 9 times what gives us 54. So 9 times what? And I can't think of what it would be. So I'll do the opposite. 54 times 9, well, that gives us 6. So let's see, does 9 times 6 give us 54? Yes, it does. So that A really equals 6. All those ones are multiplication problems. Now here in this section, we have addition. So we have this one, 3 plus what gives us 40. So what does that X equal? 5 plus what gives us 15. What does that C equal? And so forth. So as usually, you can do the opposite. So if we're adding to figure out the X, we can subtract our answer by 3 to find out the X. So 40 minus 3 would be 37. So we can try it out. Does 3 plus 37 give us 40? It does. So that X must be 37. I'll go to this bigger one. So 136. Since we're adding, the opposite sign would be subtracting. So 136 minus 27 would give us 119. And I can even just on our sheet to make sure 136 minus 27. Got to borrow, so make that 2. And that gives us 9. This gives us 0. Oh, I was even wrong. See? I think I checked. 136 minus 27 gives us 109. Now if I did 109 plus 27, I should have that 136. So 109 plus 27, that's 6, give me 136. So it does work out. So that means that B right there equals 109. So that's what this algebra is all about. Down here you have a couple mixed equations. So this one you have 5 times something plus 3 gives us 23. You can guess and check if you want to. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 plus 3, 18, doesn't work. 5 times 4 gives us 20. Plus 3 gives us 23. So that B would stand for 4. We did that by just guessing and checking, and it works. Down here we have exponents. So if I look at this exponent, I have an exponent that says little number above the number, just like right there in the corner of it. This is like repeated multiplication. So I'm doing 3 repeated multiplication. 3. I did 3 times 3. I did 3 2 times, which gives us 9. So this one right here, we're doing 5 repeated multiplication. So we're going to do it 5 times 5. We're doing 5 times 5 twice, which gives us 5 times 5 is going to be 25. Now, whenever you have a 2 up here, it's basically just multiplying this number by this number. So 11 times 11, 8 times 8. If you go down here, like this one, You have 5 with a 3 as your exponent. There's 5 with a 3 exponent. So what that means is you're literally doing repeated multiplication. So you're doing 5 3 times as a multiplication. 5 times 5 times 5. 5 times 5 gives us 25. And then if we do that answer we just got there times this 5, 25 times 5, that gives us 125. So 5 with a third exponent, the answer should be 125. Now if I did 5 to the fourth exponent, which would look like this, remove 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. We're doing 5 with 4 multiplication times. 5 times 5 times 5 more times 5 more. So we literally have 5 4 times, but we're multiplying all of them. So this is 25. 5 times 5 is 25 times 25. 5 times 25 gives us 125. And we have this 1 5 to haven't used yet, so that 125 times 5 more would give us, oh, that's 500, 625. 625. So 5 to the fourth exponent would be 625. And that is just how you do some algebra or exponents on these sheets. I hope that helps.